Hey everybody, welcome to the video. I'm Callum Fisher. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Today is Fantasy Football Week 6. So you want to be aware when you do Fantasy Football and you lose the following week, you want to do how many points this player was supposed to get. Got you this much. So let's say this player was supposed to get you 26, but only gets you 10. You gotta figure out what they did wrong. Like, where they're going against, like, let's say it was a quarterback. Or they're going against, like, people who are really good at sacking, like J.J. Watt. Or they're going against J.J. Watt. Because if they were, and they kept on getting sacked from J.J. Watt, then you probably want to sack them because you're going against J.J. Watt. You want to see who they're going against, if they're good, and what they're ranked to guard in that position. So let's do one of my favorite topics that I'm going to be doing with fantasy football videos this whole entire season is start him and sit him. So what you want to do is these people who you're going to want to start and sit. Let's start off with the quarterbacks. Start Kyle Murray. I have Kyle Murray on my fantasy football team, and he's supposed to get 29 fantasy points, so I'm starting him because I have a backup quarterback as Deshaun Watson. So I'm sitting Deshaun Watson, but I'm going to be starting Kyle Murray because when I start Kyle Murray, I'm supposed to get more fantasy football points. And when you want to get more fantasy football points, you got a better chance of winning. And whatever the prize money is, or you're just doing it for fun, whatever. So let's go to sit him quarterbacks. Sit him Drew Brees. And you want to sit Drew Brees in this week, just this week, because he's on a bye. That's why you want to sit him. He's on a bye. But I'll go over the quarterback that is playing that you want to sit. You do 100% want to sit Joe Burrow. They're going against the Colts. Colts have a better record than them. What do you think is going to happen? You guys may not think this, but I think they've got some good talent on defense and offense, so you'd want to sit Joe Burrow. Moving on to running backs, you'd want to sit and start. Start him. You want to start for a running back, Mike Davies. You want to sit him because after McCaffrey got hurt, which I also have on my fantasy football team, I picked up Mike Davies, and he is doing me great. Get him now if there is nobody that has him. If somebody has him, maybe do a good trade with him. I don't know, but it's somebody he's somebody that you are going to want. You are going to want. Sorry, I can't talk today. Yeah. And now let's go with sit him. You would want to sit pretty much anybody. Because I'm not going to say specific names because I could probably go on and on with a bunch of different positions for the Bengals, but sit a lot of people on the Bengals because they're going against the Colts, and I think the Colts are going to stop them. They can go for loss of yardage, incomplete passes, interceptions. Sit anybody on the Colts that's on offense. Okay. Let's go with wide receivers. Sit in. What should start him? Start him. You'd want to start. This is somebody who I've always been starting for a couple weeks, but I do recommend starting him if you have him. Allen Robinson. I didn't get him in my draft because I was able to pick him up, so I picked him up, and I dropped Deebo Samuel for him. And Deebo Samuel is actually a player that you want to sit because I'm not sure if he's injured or not, but you don't want to start him because he wasn't getting me enough fantasy football points. I had to drop him to get somebody better. And right now, I'm 4-1 in fantasy. I used to be 0-1, then I'm on a 4-game winning streak, and I'm playing against the second worst person in my league. He's only won 1 game and lost 3. So I'm feeling pretty confident. Or he's tied for second worst. Moving on, kickers, start him. I forgot his name. I remember his name. Jason. He's kicker for the Dolphins. Start him. He's playing at 4 or 5 Eastern time, which is what time I am in. So start him. Sit. I would sit Will Lutz, the kicker for the Saints, because, well, he's on a bye. So yeah, but then I would want to take him from your bench and put him back up to your starting. So then that way, you'll get a lot of fantasy points. Cause I've seen that he's getting people like 14 fantasy points. Last week he got me because I have him. Some of these people I'm doing are based kind of what I have, but most of the people I'm doing aren't, but some are, like 3 or 4 are. But yeah, it's kind of a lot. Anyways, I'm gonna start at the top. Stop rambling and let's move on to tight ends. Sit, Greg Olsen. He's on a bye. Yeah. Start tight ends. Geno Smith. Sorry, but you also want to start TJ Hawkinson if you have him. For sure. Yeah. Thanks for watching today's video. But I just remembered. Defense. Nobody really cares about the defense, but you always want to have a good defense. And sit-em defense. 49ers. A start defense is 100% the Colts. The Colts have an easy couple weeks. Past couple weeks, they're having an easy schedule. They're gonna do great. But I would also want to sit the Vikings and the Falcons. And they're both going against each other. But both of those defenses is probably gonna be horrible. And they also be pretty good. Thanks for watching today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with your friends. So that way, it'll really help me out. Thanks. And if we get 1,000 likes on this video, I will even do a fantasy football one, just not in the regular season, but maybe even in the playoffs. Maybe I'll do a fantasy football one if people who are gonna win, like a bracket or something. Let me know. Bye.